Bluetooth. Connected.
Oh my God. Look at that, y'all. All right, hold on. So in order to play this game real quick, I gotta delete something. So give me a second. We're gonna get right back on. Hold on. My fault, y'all. For anybody who's watching, game got to download or update. So I'm just waiting for the update to finish. Once the update finished, we live. We also got in Beast We Trust podcast. I had to uninstall Diablo 2. I was planning on playing that eventually, but I'm not playing it right now. So, I'll let that game go for now. We'll get back to it. Let me go out here and we're gonna send this YouTube video out on TikTok and Twitter for people to come watch. We're not gonna be on long with with Fortnite because we gotta do our podcast. There's a lot of games I gotta play too, on top of other stuff too. But yeah, we be on there. I will do stream the Master Ball tier though later for sure. Definitely gonna stream that shit because it's time for that. Because now I got a nice team. Now we lit. All right, let's get it. We got 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. So once this is done, we're gonna get on point. I'll post it on TikTok as well. We're gonna go live on TikTok though, so we about to go live on TikTok. So it really don't matter. But yeah. Matter of fact, I'll post it on. Yeah, we can post it on TikTok. Where's the link at? Some nice music, though. I give it that. Yeah, it won't let me do it. We'll just go live on TikTok. Let me charge the phone up. We just go live on TikTok while we wait. Y'all. I almost want to put the what's it called up too. Not gonna hold you. There you go. All right, yeah. I almost want to put up a couple of other things too while we're sitting here waiting, but we only got like a minute left. We be on. Get a couple dubs. Oh, on the Discord is where I should have posted it, actually. I really do want to put my camera on too. But we almost start. We're almost ready. Let's get in there. Yeah, here we go with the bullshit. Now there's orders now. You gotta love DoorDash, Instacart, all that shit. I swear that shit about to be curtains for me for that. I that shit for extra money. I don't really need the bread from there like that, but it's just I just hate it. It's they whatever. What? It takes that long to update the software though? What you mean it take this long? It really shouldn't take this long. It really shouldn't take this long to download the software. Like, I mean, it downloaded already. It's just updating it now. The Switch ain't slow, so I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that, but we got it here waiting. Yeah, I guess we just gonna wait then. I'm gonna get a little wavy so I can talk my shit. I guess. And look, the time just keeps going up. Mind you. Oh, because of this. No. Cancel that. That's what it is. It's trying to download this at the same time. I didn't know that's what it was doing. Oh, it's trying to download everything. No. Wow. I hope it's not trying to download nothing else. It should just be that. It shouldn't be nothing else to download. I'll re-download thing later. Let me check my memory real quick. How? Oh, because it's stupid. All right, we'll deal with that later. I'll deal with that later. I'll re-download Diablo. Yeah, I'll re-download Diablo and some other shit. Because now we have the space to do it, and now I want to do it. So, anyways, it's coming on. It's coming on. I'm gonna leave that screen right there for y'all, so y'all can see it yourself. There you go. Sit. Good. All right, we got 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes, y'all. Go, Simbi. Thank you. Yeah, I'm about to almost finish my whole beer right now before I even get started. All right, y'all. What's the call? Don't got no mic today. It's all good though. Fortnite takes up damn near 60 gigs, bro. It's damn near 60 gigs for Fortnite on here. And because it's on 35%, we're gonna go live on TikTok and get that shit started right too. All right, y'all. Look, we live. I don't know why this thing is so. Look, oh, come on! Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna turn this. All right. So they got the Simpsons now, right? We got the Simpsons and Fortnite here. I'm gonna let that rock though. Oh, they got John Wick in the building. The Simpsons. I'm gonna let that rock for y'all. My only question is, why is the sound so low? What up, Nelly? What up? Sorry for the wait. Let me just get this sound. What's up with my sound right now? It's going through there. All right, and yeah, we're on the sound system, so. We don't invite Nelly in here. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna let it be automatic. All right. Whoever just joined, I appreciate the like, y'all. I appreciate the like. All right, we're gonna get started. Cause the sound should be booming right now. You know why? It's because of the hold on. I don't know why. It's just a little light. That's all. Anytime I'm on party chat, that's what happens. So because we're not using the party chat, what I'll do is let me see if this is any better. Hold on. I don't really care about the in-game chat really, because Nelly's not on mic and we don't got nobody on mic right now anyway. So all right. Let me spin that. It's a little louder. It's a little louder. I don't know if it's louder than let me see. Oh, I don't got my camera on here anyway. I'll see how it goes real quick. I'll test it out. Let me see something. All right. Who's in the building? Who just joined? What up? Jose, what up? All right, so yeah, the sound came back better. It's a switch. I don't know what's good with my switch and the sound on the switch, y'all. But it's annoying. Where the dance moves? Who got the dance moves right now? And I got the sound coming straight from the capture card now, and it still is low, but it's the switch itself because I hear it. Why are we doing the Macarena? Oh, now the sound good now. We got Nelly in the building. Where are we dropping at, Nelly? Pick a spot. Let's go over here. You see the spot? I just marked it. Damn, we really playing in the Simpsons. I gotta buy the Simpson thing now. See, we part of the problem. Okay. Nelly's on YouTube, y'all. We gotta go to our page and like it. Oh yeah, this is fire. I like this. I think they had this before. Isn't this where Bart worked or whatever his name is? Not Bart, Homer. We're taking anything we can get from now. I'm gonna pull up Nelly's stream. Hold on, let me get her stream up here real quick while we over here doing this. We have both streams running at the same time. And what's this that just dropped? What's that? Slap juice? What up, Jason? Let's pull up Nelly's stream. Hold on. I'll pull up our stream on here too while we sitting here on there. What was the name? It was I got it. I got it right here. Are you ready? Let's go. I gotta pull it up after we get out of here. Bobby, we only playing a little bit, man, but we got the Simpsons over here, Bobby. We got the Simpsons, man. And for some reason, my capture card with the audio was like bad on this game. It's only this game though. Like I didn't notice it on Pokemon, but in this game it has like terrible bad audio. By the way, this game is 60 gigabytes on Switch too. It's terrible. But we definitely gonna get started. Damn, one shot. That's all it took. Where's that one at? Man, please. There you go. Bow. It's another one. Yeah, bro. Yeah, yo, I can only imagine what Call of Duty's on here is going to be like, but I'm not buying Call of Duty on here. I'm just excited that it's on here. Call of Duty will be brought on PS5. And I was thinking about even doing Halo today because I took the PlayStation out the garage. I was thinking about doing Halo today, but nah. We're going to talk about that. That's something we're going to talk about on the pod. We're going to start the pod out after this. I just want to get like at least one or two. Oh! Why? Hold on. Go get him, Nelly. I need shield, bro. Somebody else is shooting. Where did my shot go? Are we in like the little kids lobby? Like, what we doing? It's another person right behind them. There's another one though. All right, let me get that. We need that. Oh, thanks, Abby, for like. Appreciate it. I'm just excited to be playing back on the Simpsons map. I like this map. I like the Simpsons too. They predict everything, right? They predict the future. They predict everything. Let me get this right so you guys get me. All right, there we go. I got the Knicks hat on. I'm in the building. I need a ring light. I don't know. Don't tell me. I don't know what my ring light is actually right now. Everybody joining. What's up? I got 4 bodies already. Nelly, I'm probably gonna do this match, go eat, and then I gotta start my podcast. But I wanted to get at least 1 dub in with you real quick before we go. Actually, we can do 2. Let's run 2. We can run 2 games. What is this? Evolve a weapon? Okay. Wow. Can I keep doing it? Oh no, it's done. That's it. It's over. Can't do no more after that. But we got this Simpsons shit going on. Podcast starts right after this. Give me 2 matches in this, and we podcast gonna start on this. Feel me? I seen Winslow peeping in here. What up, Winslow? Winston. Winston. He popped up in here. We got a lot of people just randomly popping up on here. Y'all not willing to play though. I mean, do we really need that though? Nah, because I got that other thing. It was good. Who's shooting at you? Woo! Hold on. Here you go. You got him. Winston, what up, bro? I got that night shift tomorrow. I want the sub. Take the we good. Where you shooting at? Let's go get him, Nelly. Let's go get him. Woo! You said we wanted to fight, right? Yeah, hold on. Woo! 6th place. God damn it. Alright, I got one more real quick. Hold on. Wait, equip a. What spread I got? I don't even have one, I don't think. I do. I got a regular one. I don't know which one that is. Okay. Come on, return me to the lobby, damn it. Oh my god, don't tell me we stuck. Alright, there we go. Shit. Let's pull up Nelly's thing now, because I don't know why it wasn't showing up. It's supposed to show me everybody who I got on here. Who just joined up? Oh, okay. I thought somebody joined. Yeah. Oh, I see why. Okay. I was trying to find a server. Nelly, if you here, go to the channel. Go to my channel and type in the comment so I can find you. For some reason, it's not showing up. Oh, actually, I see it now. Never mind. There you go. I just seen it. Why is it taking so long? Come on, we in Springfield, yo. I forgot that's what it was called for a second. Oh, actually, I see it now. Never mind. Oh no, we're not putting that on. Yeah, we still there. We good. I got her stream pulled up. Damn, it's been 2 minutes and we didn't find a server yet. There we go. All right. Damn, another team, no dancing. Come on. Damn, that's a one shot. So is it insta kill? Like, what is it? I know he worked at a power plant. That's why I'm about to go right back there again. Nelly in the house. Shout out Nelly. She in the building. Who is this? Party invite the only Malu. I don't even know who that is unless that's Panda. But Panda, I got something else to do right after that. And we got the podcast, so he joined the party. What's up? I might play this over Pokemon Champions. Nah, I'm lying. I'll play Pokemon Champions and I'll come straight back to this. We might do an all night stream, y'all. I might stream all night. Who just joined? Okay, we got some people that just joined. As long as I can stay up, we got it. All right, hold on. I'm wilding. I'm already messing up. I don't know what gun this is, but where's that chest? It's a whole bunch of them. There's some up here too. Yeah, I don't mess with the launch pads like that. I need the grappling hook though. Oh, we got company. Where they at? Oh, they going in. Let me stop playing around. I'm a little wavy. He gonna hold you. Oh, see? Got your stupid ass though. Nelly, where you at, Nelly? I don't know where the hell he at, but this is my last match before we start the pod. Oh, shit.
I'm right behind you.
Oh, you were right behind me. Bro. Oh, there you go. Bitch ass. I'm about to jump on you, Nelly. Hold on. There you go. All right, I see you. Got him. Somebody just dropped on us somewhere. Yep. Got your stupid ass too. There's another one. Hold on. Woo! That's 5. I need ammo. Hopefully this shit got ammo, man. I need ammo, bro. What gun did I just drop? No. That. I want that. And get rid of this. All right, let's go. But we need ammo, though. So I don't got none. Let's get up out of here. Oh, come on with this stupid thing. Come on. We had time to go get that, but I didn't feel like going to get that. And for anybody who's on YouTube, we probably just gonna lock in and do the podcast on the same stream. I don't want to end the stream, so I'll do the podcast on the same stream and keep this up while we're on there. I think that's the best way to do it. I know DJ is on right now. He's on Halo right now, but we gotta talk about that. I mean, he's playing it. Let's go. He's playing it, but there's something to talk about with that. Where's that damn thing I need though? Oh yeah. Let's see. I like that. Give me that. Damn. Yeah. I'll take that. They fighting right here. Come on, switch. Right there. Oh, they fighting. They got the shield up and everything. We gotta be careful though. Got some people fighting that way too. Hey, look, best thing to do, get on top. Get high ground on them. I say this side better. I say this side better. It's a lot of guns though. Yeah, I wouldn't go down there right now. Let's just bounce. Ain't no point to even fight them. Can we get win number 15 before we do this pod? Who was that? Oh, wow. Watch out, Nelly. I got him. It's mad at him. Hold on. I ran out of ammo on everything. Hold up. I got you. And this don't got no ammo either. Wow. Holy shit. I got no ammo for nothing. Are we gonna have to bang out then? Woo! Hold on. I gotta get out of here, Nelly. Ha! Forget all that. Forget all that. Nelly, just die real quick and come back so that we can win this. And that's why I like that. Yeah, give me all the ammo back. Everything needs ammo. I survive. I'll survive. We gotta play smart though. We can't even fight until the last second. But I'm gonna try to get as much things as I possibly can real quick. I need shields. I need a lot of stuff. Damn it, there's nothing here, bro. Come on. This match is going by fast as hell, too. It's ammo. Yeah, I'm not trying to. All right, there we go. We got one right here. Give me something good. Nothing good. Slap juice, I guess. What does that do? Oh, all it does is give me health. It doesn't give me nothing else. All right. We need something for shells, though. All right, let's go. Hold up. Let's go, Nelly. Oh, we got one more. Hold on. Shields? Yes. I'm just going to do this real quick. Come on. Hurry up. Damn it. Now I need health. Of course, I'm gonna need help now because that shit took so much. All right, let's be careful out here. Let's stay right around here. It's a team right here too. Nelly, you need help too. We both need help. What you just throw me? Oh, yeah. Keep throwing that. Oh, if you have, let me see. Is this it? Oh, this is a shield. Damn it. We just made ourselves a target. My fault. We're gonna bang out. Let's see. How long does this damn gun take to reload? Come on. Nah, don't even fight him yet. If you see him, we can shoot him. They're down there. I see where they at. Hold on. Come. This way. Avoid them. And we can. Oh, hold up. Damn it. We'll fight this team on the sneak. Oh, come on. We got second place. All right. Hey, Nelly, I gotta go. I gotta start the stream up. I'm gonna leave the backdrop on though. Good game. We had second place. It was 2 more. That's why I wanted to get there quick, but it was no play. It can't do anything. Plus, this gun I had was a weird gun. Yeah, yo. We're gonna start this podcast right now. I'm gonna put my phone on the charger. Get everybody ready. I'm gonna end the stream on TikTok. We'll be back later for the Pokemon champions. We're gonna get everybody ready for this pod though. Appreciate y'all. We'll be back. Peace on TikTok. Stick to us on YouTube. YouTube is good. All right, we're gonna start the NBs We Trust podcast in a second. I'm gonna have this playing in the background, and I'm gonna put my camera on in a second. And good for right now. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Hey, I gotta get off, bro. Whoever that is, I think that's Plan. That's not Plan. Oh, I don't know what it is. But whoever that is, I gotta get off. I'll be back. Let me get off of here right now, y'all. I'm gonna have it running in the background though. That's background noise. And then I'll turn the camera on for y'all too, real quick. Oh, this is the new thing that they was talking about with the spirits. They got the spirits things. All right, so we really got to start playing with these, right? Bet. Hey Nelly, if you hear me, if you on my channel now, I'm doing the podcast real quick and then I'll be back on. I was just letting it run in the background. Maybe that's better. I'll let it run like that. But either way, we'll deal with that later. That was before. All right, let's see what we got, man. I'm just waiting for people to join real quick. All right. We're gonna turn that sound off so when we do the podcast, it's not that. So we got Bobby in the building right now. Shout out Bobby. What up? What up? What up? I invited him to co-host, so I don't know what happened just now. Just gonna wait until Bobby joins up. I don't know, his app be acting up a lot. No, we're not gonna end the space. I don't know why. What happened? Yeah, Twitter be acting up. What up, Bobby?
Hey, how's it going?
Not much. We good, man. We just starting to get everybody up in here. I know when I send it, everybody don't be right away. I'm gonna try to see. Okay, we got DJ in the building. DJ just joined up. He's on playing Halo right now.
Taking out the little kids.
No. You said he's taking out the.
I said, did you have fun taking out the little kids?
Me? On Fortnite? Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun playing as on the Simpsons map. I missed that Simpsons map. So I actually did have a little fun, and I will be back later. But I got that and Pokemon and Final Fantasy VIII, so you know. But we got DJ, we got Bobby in the building, so we could do our intros and get this show started, man. We get the show started. It's your boy Hero Beast. We're in the building, back with another In Beast We Trust weekly podcast. We got DJ, we got Bobby. I'm pretty sure Trav or Trip or Dion or Brad or whoever's gonna pop up in here a little later. I just got off a podcast. We're still rolling on YouTube, by the way. So if you guys want to go listen to it on YouTube before it gets put on Spotify, Apple Music, You guys go watch it there. I'm literally just got done doing the Fortnite, a little like just 2 matches in Fortnite stream. So you guys go watch the podcast on there too. I got my face in it. On the camera, I got my backdrop with the Fortnite Simpsons. Simpsons just released a Fortnite, or Fortnite just released a Simpsons thing. It's kind of fun. I ain't gonna hold you. So, yeah. So we're gonna talk about this weekly news and a couple other things with Bobby later on. You guys can catch me YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, wherever social media you hear beats on everything. I've been posting like crazy on everything. Shout out Nelly. She's been playing crazy on Fortnite, and she's also on Call of Duty as well. She's been on a lot of different things. So like, you know, she's good gaming. She got way better since the first time we played Fortnite. So shout out to her. She's on my YouTube as well as Old Snapping Panda Games. So shout out her. And go ahead, take it away, DJ Bobby. Intros.
Yeah, what up, y'all? It's your boy. I'm actually live right now playing Halo campaign Evolve. And it's just starting to pick up. I was playing these couple extra missions. At first, the first mission and a half, because there's only 3 missions, was kind of mid, but now it's kind of starting to pick up and getting like the old school Halo. But yeah, y'all can catch me everywhere at DJ Killzone Jones, and it's still Big Killzone on your phone. Money still on. Team is forever, ever strong. Y'all catch me here on Thursdays with the crew. Shout out to Cash Man. Shout out to It's Deja Vu. Happy birthday. My birthday in a couple days. Oh shoot, I didn't shot the shards. Oh shoot. Dang, so, he didn't went down through the okay. So anyway.
Friendly fire.
No, it's cold.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
It's not cheeks, but it just don't feel like, you know. I'm gonna save my final review to probably next week. So I'm just giving y'all my impressions thus far. What up, Tashia? Tasha, what's up? Oh shoot, you just one shot me with that blade. But yeah, what up? Go ahead, Bobby. Bring it on in.
Yeah, if you enjoy our antics and you enjoy listening to us talk about random things like we normally do, feel free to subscribe to all of us. You can find me under Bobby 1987 on YouTube and Bobby Hawk 87 on X. Unfortunately, it won't let me change it, but that's okay. It is what it is. Recently we've probably all been playing a lot of different games here and there. Like Beast is on Fortnite and his trying to work through Final Fantasy and Pokemon, and EJ over here finished off Doom, and now he's working on Halo or Malo.
Well, no, these extra missions, the missions is before. I kind of want to play Halo Reach. Did come back because these missions are before. It's a year before Halo, and Halo Reach goes right into Halo. So it's a couple months, I think, before the original Halo. So I kind of like want to download and kind of just go back, and then just to play it in order. You know what I'm saying? But I think I already streamed it, but I could.
My fault, y'all. I just came back. My fault.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that because I started a playthrough too, but I was jumping around. So I don't know. What's your thoughts on the controversy of this game? Killzone 702 Rose. It's no controversy. It's just they redid the game. It doesn't have the same feel that the original games had. And my bad, please. I'm talking to my chat.
Nah, you good. Go ahead.
But it just doesn't have that same feel that the original games had because they moved it to a new engine. I understand it was easier to port it.
So DJ, what does it play like right now?
No, it plays like the regular. Can't hear you, fam. Oh, my bad. I gotta keep my mic on because I got my what's the name on, but I don't know if it's coming through over here. So I'm gonna go ahead. So yeah, 702 ROAS. So it plays like the original
It's using the Infinite engine.
No, they put it into Unreal Engine 5. So
Why would they do that if they had the Infinite engine?
Because the Infinite engine was causing them problems. It took too long to make a bunch of content. So like people wanted content on a regular basis in Infinite. That was the campaign in Infinite wasn't really the problem. It was the way they did the multiplayer, and they did it to where you had to rank up and do all of the challenges to level up, which was stupid. Which they shouldn't have did that. Then you pretty much had to get the battle pass if you wanted the loot. And they didn't have enough content. They didn't have enough maps. They didn't have enough, variation on the game modes. And people didn't wait around a whole lot of time for. They didn't wait for the content. Basically. They didn't want to wait around where it was taking them 4 or 5 months to do one season. Whereas Call of Duty and Fortnite in 3 months, that's the season.
They was taking a long time with it. Yep.
So that was what they said. Okay, we're gonna move it to Unreal Engine 5 because we'll be able to do things faster.
But they didn't do it with Infinite though. They didn't move Unreal Engine 5 to Infinite, but they keep it.
No. That's going forward. Everything is gonna be on Unreal Engine 5.
But why? So they spent thousands and thousands and thousands, millions of dollars on that engine for Infinite, and now just to say here and say that we're not going to use that engine no more, or we're only going to use it for Infinite, and that's going to be the only Halo game going forward using that engine.
Well, I don't know, because they could go back and remake these games and keep it. So what they could do is they could remake all of the games in this engine, and they can use the Infinite engine for the mainline games. Remake it, put the multiplayer or whatever out. But I think they just did it. They didn't do multiplayer for this game because they wanted to see how the reception was going to be. And honestly, a lot of people ain't been rocking with it because it's kind of mixed reviews. Like I had to switch it from performance to quality for the graphics. The characters, like when you get up on the enemy characters look good, but the human characters look kind of meh, except Sarge. And then, like, it just doesn't feel. And this is coming from a person who I came late into the game. I came in on the anniversary edition, right? So I played the anniversary edition for a little bit of 5.
He's talking about Halo, you guys, just for y'all, just notice.
Yeah, so I played all of that, right? And I played, a fair amount of multiplayer on all of them. Played the Master Chief Collection. I played Reach on the Master Chief Collection. Played the multiplayer on that. And I can just tell you, it's going from that engine to 5 is just it's a shock kind of because it feels different. Like it feels more. It's still Halo. It still plays like that. The guns and everything work. It's not as tight because like an Infinite, every step you take with Master Chief.
So wait, who developed this game this time around?
It's Halo Studio. Microsoft mandated them to move the game because it was taking too long for them to make content and they was having issues. What it was, I think, was
it's not 343.
That is.
Oh, they turned them into Halo Studios.
Halo Studio, yeah.
Okay.
So it was. I think it was the Series S that was kind of holding them back. And then on top of that, it was the engine. The engine wasn't designed to mill out that content like that.
Okay.
So they needed to move it to Unreal Engine 5 because it was hard for them to mill out content. So basically, Unreal Engine 5 is doing all of the worlds, the background, all that. And they still probably got their tech for like some of their engine in there for like the characters and stuff like that, but it just doesn't mesh well. Like the characters in Infinite, and then I wasn't gonna finish Infinite, but they deleted my save. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But you can feel Infinite, like when Master Chief moves around, you feel the heaviness. you feel him, when he falls from a great distance, with the grappling hook or his other gadgets, the shield and stuff like that. You feel the weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas if you would think that if they move to Unreal Engine 5, right, and you got this going, how would you go from that to this? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like I say, it's still fun. Like they got the I forget the name of the apes. I forget the name of the species that was the banished or whatever.
Banished, yeah, banished.
And they explain how the prologue, which I'm playing right now, is explaining how the Covenant got all of these aliens together.
Hey Nelly, let me know if you still hear him clearly, because something just happened. Just let me know if you hear him. Go ahead, keep going, DJ.
So yeah, and like I say, I'm a noob when it comes to kind of Halo. Like I'm not deep.
Let me know if you can hear him still.
I'm played enough to where I beat 4, beat Infinite. I did beat the original.
Disconnected.
And I got over to 2. So the only one I haven't, I got to finish 2 and 3 on the Master Chief Collection. But that's why I was just telling Bobby before you put it up. I was thinking about stopping and going to play Reach because this explains how they beat the Spartans in Reach. Because they had a prophet come in there and I don't want to spoil it for y'all if y'all ain't played the prologue. But the prologue.
How did no? Oh, okay, you meant the prologue for the new game. I thought you were saying for Reach. It's like someone out here had to already play Reach.
Reach. I understand Reach. Reach was the best. Reach was the best one to me. That's my favorite Halo.
They explain how in here. And
we can play tomorrow. No problem. Nothing. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. I think they what up, Richard? They explain it in here. Basically how the Covenant grew their ranks.
Wait, Bobby, do you have knowledge in Halo, on the story of Halo?
Yeah, I played all the Halos.
All right, we're gonna get into that later. All right, so right now, as we stand, is the DJ, the game is not a letdown. The game is good, but it's a little different. It's just a little different than how you expected it to be. So it's not bad.
It's mid. It's
okay.
Because it's a step down from Infinite. Like if you I know it's the original Halo, right? But it's like, why not have some of the stuff, the movement, the speed, because the enemies is moving quick, right? And it's got you, but you moving still, and you know what I'm saying? Like you're moving still, like T did in the first game. Why not bring the movement over? Why not do it? I mean, if you're gonna remake it all the way.
Well, they made it right, but the problem is that they put it all into skulls, so you have to collect these little skulls and then go back to the main menu and activate the skulls, so you can get that original feel like it was back on the original Halo. He's moving like on the original Halo. The enemies though are moving like they on Infinite. Like I'm right now, I just got smashed by like 2 brutes, right?
Yeah, they do come crazy on Infinite, because I had a problem with that when I first started.
They
yeah.
got a whole I've been getting taken. This normal. Like normally, I don't really die too much on normal. This is like a bunch of, but they moving hella fast. If you look at the stream and you look at me and you look at how where I'm shooting and everything else like that. They got little formations. You got.
Are you saying they're smashing you?
It's just he's moving slow. So it's like we go from Infinite where he can slide, glide, and go across the map like nothing. I'm not saying you got to get the grappling hook and the jetpack and all that other stuff, but at least make him fast enough to dodge these enemies. Because they moving like that side of, even the brutes is moving fast. Like you turn your head, you look to the left, look to the right, the brute right next to you. You know what I'm saying? Then he get up on you, he get real fast, which is like, yeah, man, it's crazy.
Look, listen, DJ. At least you're able to play it now because there's no outage. So let's talk about that. Last week, Marvel ToeCon, right when the beta release from Marvel ToeCon, there was a PlayStation outage, right? DJ didn't talk about the PlayStation outage, and then I think 2 days after that, there was an Xbox outage.
And Anonymous jumped up there real quick. They said, "Yo, PlayStation Network is down."
Yeah, they said it. They said it real quick. So now look, here's my 2 cents on that real quick, right? Now, here's the 2 cents on it. We're moving to an all digital future. First of all, I didn't know Anonymous was still around. We know Anonymous for the freaking PlayStation 2007, 2008 PS3 PlayStation Network outage for like that lasted like 2-3 months, 4 months, something like that, right? When everybody jumped ship because everybody wanted to play Call of Duty at a time. They went to Xbox because PlayStation didn't have nothing. Then they had to come on stage and said they sorry, and then gave us free like online, or they had free online. They gave us free games and all that, blah, 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 blah. I didn't even know Anonymous was still around, but Anonymous has grown from just targeting like video game companies because that's where they was birthed from what I remember, to now going against everybody that's unjust, basically saying every company is screwing, blah blah, and they're going against everybody. And we don't know, and they're not based out of like one country. They're all over the place. They're in the United States, they're in China, they're everywhere, right? So you never know how to get them. You can never take them out totally, and they always on your ass, basically. Excuse my French. I know we on the podcast, but I can at least say that word, right? So we're going to an all digital future where now people weren't able to play their Marvel Tokon. They wasn't able to update their games. They wasn't able to do nothing on PlayStation side, and on Xbox side, they couldn't even play the disc games. They couldn't even play the disc games on Xbox. Yo, Bobby, how are we feeling about that?
I don't know. I don't have an Xbox. So.
A PlayStation, but PlayStation had the same problem too, but with the online.
Like some people were, some people ran into that issue. Like, I didn't have my network wasn't actually down at all, so I didn't really have that issue. And majority of the people who complained about it, they don't have their primary account on their system, so they were showing off all their locked games.
Oh.
All the locked games that didn't belong to them anymore because they didn't have primary.
Oh, because they was game sharing.
Well, here's the other thing too. When I came on and I saw that it was down, I was able to log in. But as soon as I logged in, they was like update. So they pushed the update out. Sony didn't say nothing, and they still not saying nothing because I saw it was an article from I think Tom Warren that he pretty much was saying that it was an eternal thing. I don't know if it was Jason Schreier and Tom Warren. They quarterback it. Wait a minute.
Either way, they didn't say nothing about it.
I thought something was overlapping, but no, what I was saying was, my bad, B. What I was saying was, they told them don't respond to nothing. And that's probably why, our boy ain't responding, like you were saying. Because they told them, yo, y'all can't respond. Social media, y'all have to just keep your business as usual.
PlayStation keeps it hush hush all the time. Like PlayStation doesn't tell people anything.
No, but Bobby, they just started doing that like times 10 though. Like even though they was doing it before, they doing it like times 10. They're like, don't say anything about nothing, anything.
Yeah, PlayStation's been doing that for almost a year now, like a couple years now.
No, but they had their social media people, the people that worked up there. They've had their people up there.
You good, Trip? You all good?
Working. So that's what I'm saying. Like they've had people up there working that could be on social media. They're community managers, the people who are on their podcast. They pretty much said, "Yo, keep your business as usual. Post what we tell you to post, and don't say nothing."
All right, but DJ, look, listen, hold on. Let me tell you something about that. Companies nowadays, right? A lot of them, not just Sony, they have that policy of we're not gonna tell nobody nothing, and you're gonna deal with whatever we got. That's not a Sony problem. That's like customer service, right? If I was to call my phone provider right now and tell them and explain to them a problem that I had, this happened to me the other day. They had tried to shut off my phone for a bill, right? Not even shut off my phone for a bill. I'm lying. They wanted to say that I can't make any payments online to pay my phone bill because of a rebuttal that I had about a double charge from them months ago. Right? Let me just give you the story real quick, y'all. They double charged me on a bill. I called them. They said, we having this issue right now. Please call your bank and, like tell them that it was a mistake and they'll give you the money back. Basically, like dispute the charge. Dispute the charge. Guess what happens now? Because you disputed the charge, the automatic system says, guess what? You can never again pay online for your phone or anything because you guys took the money. Instead of waiting for them to give me the credit back so that the next month will be free, they said, no, you're not able to pay anything online. So I said, so how am I able to pay then? Can I, so since I can't use this card, can I use a different card? No. Can I use a checking account? No. Can I get like a card? Yeah, a gift card or something. They said, no, you have to go into the store with your ID and pay there and straight cash. That's it. That's all we're taking. And then when I explained it, they hung up the phone. When I called Sony the other day, when I started setting up my PS5 again, you know what they said? Oh, well, because you can't call them. You have to like do the email, the chat. They got to reply back to you. So when I did that, you know how long it took them to reply back to me? Same thing with Xbox. I had to do the same thing with Xbox too. All of these companies, they don't care about customer service no more. That is gone. Customer service now, if they can't charge you money to service you, then you don't mean nothing to them. They rather just lose you because they have another customer coming around later to pick up the slack for you.
Yeah, man. I mean, but that's the problem. Like, you gotta. That's where I be like, I'm trying to. I noticed that with a lot of different companies nowadays, and I just feel like,
But when you talk to management too, when you talk to managers, like you just said the other day, there are people that's sitting up. They're like, yo, the money is still rolling no matter what. We don't give a damn what these people are talking about. We're not paying these customer service. We're not paying nothing, right? One more thing, Killzone, I'm gonna let you go. And let you go up. In the where I live at, the state that I live at, there is a debate right now going on where they either gonna pay the police officers in the county that I'm in, or we're gonna let them go. We're gonna furlough them because we don't got enough money in our budget, and we need everybody to come to agreement in order to get this shit right. It is spilled over to everything. So they rather risk the cops' jobs, risk anybody that's under the local government jobs, right? In order to be like, hey, we're saving money on this because we can't pay you. We're gonna furlough you. So when crime and everything goes up, it's gonna be a problem, right? They're willing to risk that. If the government's willing to risk that, what do you think Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo's willing to risk? What do you think any company's willing to risk? They don't care no more.
I'm gonna say this. When it comes, this is a whole different. It's no excuse for these companies to make y'all that made billions of dollars. It's like, bro, this is where I was telling somebody, I was talking about the thing. Y'all know I was supposed to be on the Fallout show, right? Or I was considered for the Fallout show for me doing the numbers that I did on my Fallout streams. And, I might just get back to that. That might end up being my game that because I was playing them. But with everything coming out, I kind of been jumping around. So I'm thinking, after I do Halo, I'm going to just do the first years.
You're not getting E-Day?
Or whatever. Yeah. Well, I'm doing the first years, and I'm going to do it because then I'm going to go forward. Because I should have stopped with Judgment, did E-Day, then did what's called. But since I already started, I'm going to just finish it and go back and do E-Day. What up, JT Carr? Appreciate the likes. But what I'm saying is, right, when I did this Fallout, the thing, the guy, I wasn't even going to do it because I ain't have my passport. He said, yo, go do it. But I didn't give them, like, a sob story. And these, what I've, been having to deal with behind the scene and everything that. So if I had told them that, right, I probably would have got up on the show. But I would have risked exposing the stuff that happened behind the scenes, right? And all that, I was telling my partner about it, right? Because I was just telling him, I say, yo,
You good? You good, Nelly? I'll see you tomorrow if you wanna. I'll hop on with you tomorrow. Go ahead, DJ. My fault.
It's just certain stuff that I'm not willing to do for money, right? And I think that whether it comes to content, like, you know, the situation that happened a couple weeks ago, I could have dragged that out and got all of the engagement and everything else because they started subtweeting or whatever the case may be.
Oh, you don't even gotta say that. You don't even gotta bring that up.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just using that as an example. I'm not going into it. I'm just using that as an example. If I wanted to, I could keep gassing that up to get people's attention and use that attention to get engagement, right? Like other people that we know, which is what they do. But I'm not finna do that because it ain't the attention, the engagement, the money, all of that. So what I'm saying is the fact that Sony, they rebuilt themselves under this goodwill, right? Because Sony got cocky. You see Microsoft, the difference between Microsoft when they went down, they gave update after update. They like, yo, we apologize. They came back afterwards and was like, yo, you should still be able to play your games offline. If you're single player, you shouldn't have to check in. Like, we do check-ins or whatever, but if you've been logged on and you got games downloaded or games installed via this, they was on it, right? They own it. Microsoft, and they even when they was up, they was on Red Ring of Death. Like, they ate the cost for that. So I can't even say because Microsoft.
Yeah, for only a year.
Yeah, but they still did it though. That's the whole point. The whole point, they have been open and transparent, and that's what Microsoft. If something's going on with if was a glitch in Microsoft Word. Or
Look, listen. If they didn't do what they did with that red ring, it would have been just like Tylenol or whatever that company was all over again, where there's no trust in the brand anymore, and they would have died right there. It would have been worse than just Xbox. It would have been Xbox, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Windows. Everything would have been up in the air because it's like, how could you sell a system? And it don't get me wrong, the yellow light at death happened on PS3, but not like it did on 360. They had to eat that. If they didn't eat that, there would be no Xbox right now. It would have been dead in the water. But now I know what you're saying, DJ. I get it, but it's not. Don't just say it's just Sony. Sony don't communicate.
No, but I'm saying Sony built their goodwill on being open, honest, transparent for the players.
Good looking that they on the lights.
Stuff, but now they're just like F it. We get and they getting cocky again. And when
but that's the PS3 era, Sony. You remember how it was when?
But it's gonna happen again if they keep doing what they're doing. Because what's gonna happen is people gonna get louder and louder. And then you're going to have people, just like when the PS3 came out, right? When people start buying them PS3s and they stop being backwards compatible. What up, George?
Yeah, that was to save money because they was putting the PS2 chips inside the
Stop gaming right there. It was a chick I was dating. And her dad was a huge gamer, right? He was a PlayStation guy. He had the PS1, he had the PS2. He bought the PS3. He found out the PS3 wasn't backwards compatible. He took it back, and he never gamed again.
Hold on. PS3 was backwards compatible with the unit and the one after it, the model after it.
That's what I said.
All right, but look. But DJ, this is one thing you gotta think about. This is one thing that everybody has an oversight. That PS3 was running a Blu-ray disc, right, which crossed the drive to go up. Xbox was using what? HD DVD, which they lost that one against PlayStation, right? Then they started using DVDs. There are games on Xbox that have 4 or 5 discs, and there's games on PlayStation that just ran off the one disc, right? Now this is the important part. This is the important part. Because Microsoft has such big pockets, they can eat any hit that they get from that 360. That's why they was able to do the we're gonna replace the.
Hold on, Beast. What I was saying was this is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying they got the pockets to deal with it. PlayStation don't.
But that's not the point that I was making. The point I was making was when you had people that went from the PS2 to the PS3, right? A lot of people, besides the games, besides the price. Remember the price point? It was $600.
It was $600 because it was a Blu-ray player.
And this is $600, and they said that hey, go get another job. This is during
that was a cocky era. Yup, that's true.
That was no, hold on. That was during the financial crisis. So people was already, going broke, losing their homes, all of this stuff. And you tell them at the beginning of the financial crisis of
go get another job for the PlayStation because we're on top. But they talk shit. They talk shit.
The people who went and bought one, right? You telling them, okay, well, you got to keep your PS2. Because we lost so much money because if the PS3 was $400 or $500 and they ate the cost, right? If it was that price and they was able to keep backwards compatibility in the whole time, they probably would have won. That's how Xbox was able. They was already out of home.
Whoa, Xbox didn't win that gen. That was Xbox's best gen. Oh no, in the beginning for sure. But look.
That's what I'm saying. So they caught up, but that was because they had the games and
they started doing the free. They had the free online. They had the games, and
they started making the online was free for PlayStation 3 as well, and also for the most. No,
it was only free for PS3.
PlayStation 3, but Xbox 360 had to pay that Xbox Game Pass or
no Xbox Live. It was Xbox Live. Yeah, but look, Bobby. The one thing about Xbox Live is Xbox Live shaped the way that we play online today because Xbox Live was a premium.
But because of Xbox Live, PlayStation Plus took the key and was like, you know what, we need to have PlayStation Plus Premium, or people who have to have PlayStation Plus to play online games now because they try to follow suit with.
Imagine Sony going through the time where they got hacked, right? And they was down with the PlayStation Network. And the system costs and the games that came out and the third party, it was so many things during that generation. The third party games didn't run well on the PlayStation until the end of the generation when people actually wanted to develop for that architecture. You're gonna make people.
A lot of third party games worked really well because I played a lot of Capcom games and they ran really.
Yeah, but that Japanese company that would understand the cell architecture versus a game like from EA.
PlayStation 3 was still a Japanese company. They didn't move their servers over until the PlayStation 4.
But back then everybody was trying to play 2K, Madden, Call of Duty, just like they're trying to play now. And guess what? They ran the game ran at 60 FPS on 360, and on PS3, a lot of the sports games ran below 30. That was a problem with a lot of people. That's why that's the argument we used to have in the schoolyard all the time. Well, when I play on my Xbox, when I play 2K, it runs like this, but when you play it on PS3, it's freezing. It's doing it because the companies at the time didn't have the money to go and invest in learning how to redo everything on PS3 when they couldn't. They just take the 360 version and port it over. And it wasn't until the end. Now, Sony gained goodwill towards the end because they actually pumped out game, and did everything in free online. That was perfect.
And they started getting with them with the PS4. They got with a lot of people early on the PS4.
Right. And now we're talking 2 generations though. Now, PS4 won that generation, obviously. I mean, the Switch, whatever. We don't even count Nintendo anymore with the shit because the Nintendo don't really count. It count, but it don't. And then we got PS5 generation, which is, you already know the deal with the PS5 generation. That's 2. Now they back like, okay, well, we got Xbox on the corner. Xbox did everything they possibly could. They brought all the big greatest studios. They didn't got Game Pass, so you can do Game Pass. It doesn't matter. Xbox is in a situation. We didn't come. This is not even the topic. But Xbox did not come playing around this generation. They had the more powerful system. They had deals in the works and all kind of stuff. But PlayStation still somehow, Japan not gonna mess with anything with American. They're not gonna do it. They're gonna go Nintendo. They're gonna go Sony.
Hold on. What I'm still saying.
Go ahead.
You're gonna have people when the PS6 comes out that got this. Because there's some people that got this that ain't on Twitter, that ain't in the zeitgeist or whatever. You're gonna have people when they get their PS6 and they say, okay, where did this drive? Or can I get it separate? And they gonna find out real quick.
No, not because Game Informer has already illustrated that PlayStation 6 will probably not have a disk drive, and everything else. Like most people will read those and they'll find out from third of hand.
But that's what I'm saying. Most people ain't. I'm telling you, there's still people that are going into whatever the story is, and they're not in the know. They're gonna buy the system. I'm talking about the casuals who still go get Call of Duty and all of that from the store. They wanted to own the game. So, hey, right before the next 2K or the next COD, we're going to sell this one for $20. You know, we're going to put that tour. If we can't take it to GameStop, we'll, sell it for $20, $25. We're going to put it to the next game. We're going to get it for the 50 or 60 ball. They're going to pick that console up thinking, okay, I'm going to just, I'm going to be able to keep the games that I want to keep, these couple games that I got. And when they find out that it's all digital, when they find out, or when they go and they ask, they say, hey, when they ask the clerk at the store, yo, I got these games. I'm trying to, can I play these games on there? And when they look it up online and tell them no, that's going to be the end of them games.
All right, so look, DJ, that might hold on.
I don't think it's going to be the end of them gaming. It's not going to be.
No, no.
It's a little too dramatic because no.
I understand what he's saying.
But it's just a bit too over dramatic. Like the gamers and even casual gamers don't quit gaming that easily. Like if they find another way or another solution of doing it, like they'll have a buddy or a friend who'll be like, bro, you can't be buying it this way, or let me hook you up this way. Because generally, even people who go to GameStop and get all frustrated and mad about things going digital, they still end up buying digital Steam cards and buying digital games from stores, from Steam or GOG or
they do that. They get educated on it.
Anybody who's going to buy digital, it's still going to be digital. So
it's nothing that's going to stop that. It's nothing. Hold on, DJ. There's nothing that's going to stop that. And this is the main thing about it too, because everybody's doing this. So that brings us to the next point that kind of blends in with this point, which is because they're doing like a Sony block week. They're doing a black. Is it? But it's not on just Twitter. I seen it on Instagram. I seen it on YouTube. I see it everywhere.
Of course, it's gonna spread everywhere because it's generally Twitter people that will be like, we have to have a blackout. It's gonna show Sony.
That's not, and then the thing is not gonna do shit. Sony's not gonna care.
Sony's not gonna care.
This ain't your job. This ain't your. This ain't that. This ain't if you stop playing PlayStation. If 100,000 people stop playing PlayStation today. And it's still gonna be millions of people playing PlayStation.
And it ain't gonna go anywhere. You know why? Because when GTA come out, all them same people that wasn't playing and they got a PS5, they're gonna go right back to fucking playing this shit.
They'll never touch a system again. Are gonna go right to the system and play it.
But they say the same thing. Yo, like just think about it. Does
all of the high time YouTubers and all the high time Twitch streamers and all the high time Kick streamers, all of them that say they want to boycott PlayStation or boycott Xbox or boycott anything, they are going to play GTA.
Hey, does that strategy work? Does that strategy work in the real world when you got a job and you don't want to work at that job anymore? Does that even work at the job?
It happened with Target, even though it did happen with Target, and Target suffered, but that will require us to not buy nothing.
And that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. When it comes to gaming, that's never gonna happen.
Okay, let me put it this way, DJ. Do you remember when Hideo Kojima put that thing in Phantom Pain for the PlayStation 3, where he said, if everybody gave up their nukes, then they will get the true ending to the game. You remember that?
Oh no!
And Phantom Pain, that was the fifth one.
Phantom Pain for the PlayStation 3. Back in the day,
that's right.
He wanted everybody to give up their nukes. nobody would have given up the nukes.
Hell no.
It took a year later when they announced the PS4 version that they were just going to implement it into the game so people can see it and play it when I don't have to do it. But he tried to do a goodwill to see if everybody would give up their nukes, and a lot of people would never give up the nukes. So that right there shows me that people are stubborn as hell.
They're not doing nothing. They're not. Yeah, you can't do anything, and that's what that's the point that I'm trying to prove. It doesn't mean anything.
That was with the nukes on Phantom Pain, Bobby. Basically, that will protect your base and everything else like that. And get the Metal Gear and everything. Because I gotta finish that. I was still. That is the same purpose I'm trying to tell you, because
everybody trying to boycott PlayStation or telling people that they need to boycott because they're taking away physicals and they're going nothing but digital. Unfortunately, PlayStation is not going to do like a full 360 and be like, "Oh, you're right, guys. I'll listen to you."
The only way that happens is if everybody says we're not buying PS6, we're not buying no more PlayStation games, and that's not going to happen. That's the whole problem. There's too many PS6s out, PS5.
But I'm saying it has to. If people have to still, I'm not saying people ain't gonna fight the good fight, but we just like B said it a couple pods ago. We should have been doing that because they've been grooming us a long time. It already happened with streaming. I mean, you still had an option to buy physical. Like
so DJ, where's this energy for the people that's playing on PC right now? They've been playing these games not digital the whole time.
PC was different because you still had people probably up until maybe 5 or 6 years ago before the quarantine. You still had an option to get certain games on disc, and then you still had the option. And then they took it out probably around 2016, 2017 when I stopped seeing the games on disc. Like they still had the little, casino games, pinball games, all that stuff in the store. They had GTA up until this recent update. I think when it first came out on PC, it was on disc. GTA 5, and then
but they slowly went away. So once that happened with PC gaming, did we have this uproar though? When Xbox said we're not making no more digital, we're not making no more.
But PC started making optical drives because they wanted to make, because stuff was getting expensive. It wasn't, everything gets expensive incrementally.
But that's the same reason why Sony's doing the same exact thing.
Well, no.
Yeah, it is. That's why DJ, it is. You know why? Because they released two different systems in the beginning of the generation. They say digital or physical. Why would they release two different versions of it?
I'm gonna explain it, Beast. I'm explaining it. It's because they did two because they wanted to give people the choice, to get the cheaper console. But
it's to save money.
No, they was prepping for this though. It wasn't to save money. It was to stop secondhand markets.
It is to stop secondhand markets. That's true. It is to stop the secondhand market, and they've been one. DJ, I've been saying I said it like a couple parts ago. Every company been wanting to do this besides Nintendo. 100% been wanting to do this since the PSP Go, which is their first digital only console they ever made. Right? Then you have PS3. There's a PS3 without a disc. No, it's not a. Is it a PS3 without a disc drive? I don't think so. It's not a PS3. It's not a PS3 without a disc drive. They had one that had like the little weird thing. But they've been so like imagine during that time, right? You playing PS1, you go to the store, you get a disc. You playing PS2, you go to the store, you get a disc. You playing PS3, you go to the store, get a disc. But guess what? That started right then around that PS3 era, right? For Xbox and PlayStation both. Both of them, right? Okay. What about the 3DS and the DS? The DS, no, the 3DS started having its online store. Everybody around that time period started having their own online store where you can download games. 3DS, you're able to download Pokemon and stuff.
Then they closed those stores down.
And then they close the stores down, right? And guess what? If I go buy a 3DS today, which I have a 3DS, but if I go buy a new 3DS today or my old 3DS that just dies on me, guess what I lose? I lose that Pokemon Alpha Sapphire that I brought digital, and I lose my Pokemon Yellow, Blue, Red.
You can still download your
You can't re-download it now. Store's closed.
Yeah,
you can still re-download.
You can't re-download it.
You can still
You can't. Not on 3DS. 3DS, you cannot.
No, you can re-download the games that you bought, but you can't download new games.
DJ, on 3D, if I can go on YouTube right now and or on live right now and delete my game that I have on here on 3DS. If I go and try to re-download it again, it's not gonna work. It's not letting me re-download it.
Oh well, they did it totally different. Nintendo did it totally different.
They killed you.
PlayStation's doing it too. Like if
PlayStation's doing it too.
Games before that date shuts off, you won't be able to re-download your PlayStation 3 games that you bought or the Vita games that you bought.
Vita games, PSP games, everything. And then guess what? The only company that's really on it like that is Xbox, because Xbox lets you play all your games throughout all the generations. The only problem with that is they don't got no game like that, like Pokemon. You have an old Pokemon game on your 3DS. Right? And you didn't grind it 100, 200, 300, 1,000 hours on that. Right? Once you lose that, you lose that. On Xbox, yeah, okay. So, but the thing is with Xbox, not all the games from Xbox One or the original, I'm talking about the original Xbox, is able to go over to all the other Xboxes either. Not every single one. They got a lot of them. They're the most backwards compatible. They're the best at that. But it doesn't mean anything because why? Because the people that play Xbox don't usually go back to those old games, number one. They don't. They want the newest and greatest, which is why Microsoft spent billions of dollars on all these companies. The gaming industry is messed up. The world itself is messed up in terms of that alone. So, again, let's go back to the blackout. That shit is not going to do nothing. I've seen people saying that I'm never buying a Sony product again. I'm going to Nintendo. Nintendo do the same shit. Nintendo remake games over and over and over and over again.
Everybody says the same bloody thing over and over again, and then the PlayStation does something fancy, or they do something right, or they release something else. They'll be back guys like, yep, I pre-ordered it yesterday.
Yeah, that's the okie doke that I've been saying for the longest time. They can do stuff like that. And they be like, and 1 minute they can be like, guess what? Psych, we're not doing it anymore. Guess what, guys? We're the greatest. They can do that, but they play with us. It's not just PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, everything. They play with you. So, that being said, again, Blackout's not gonna do nothing. Nothing's gonna change. GTA is gonna come out digital. GTA is gonna break every record of any game in history digitally, and that's gonna be their excuse to be like, every game gotta be digital. We talked about that. We already know that already. It's coming. You can't stop it. It's too late to stop it. The only thing you can try to fight is the monopoly thing. DJ was right about that, because guess what? You used to be able to go to like GameStop and get certain sales at GameStop. Hold on. We got somebody named we got somebody new here. I'm gonna bring him up real quick. Hold on.
Well, we also had the local GameStops and some other places are actually already getting rid of some of their little games that they have on the shelves. Because my buddy who works at Walmart, he said that his Walmart is already marking the games down cheaper, and some of them they're just throwing away.
This is your time to go buy those physical games.
It's literally time to go buy those games and sell them right up your fucking ass, man. Literally.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Fuck my chungus chud life, man. Fuck. Hey, I'm gonna
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I had to mute the what's the name real quick. Yeah.
That's why I said what I said. I was actually gonna say something different.
Yeah, it sounded like he was just in here to troll.
Yeah, see, DJ. I think you know what? I know where it came from. I know where it came from. No. I see it. I see it right here. I see it. Yeah, it came from over there, and I told you somebody needs an ass whooping. And now that'll change a lot.
Hey, like I said, they can't stop.
Nah, I'm not worried about that. All right, so look, we're done with that. Let's talk about GTA 6. So look, since we're on GTA 6, right, and how it's gonna break the world, they did a poll. They did a lot of polls lately, and I know we talked about before about it being, they was planning, they wanted to see how people would react if they was have to buy GTA for 200. Remember that? That's like a couple pods ago. There was a poll up, and I put it in the article. If you guys read it on the Discord or wherever I put, I think I put it in Discord. People would pay $150 for GTA 6, and it's true.
Those people are there idiots.
No, hold on, Bobby, because the same people that would pay $150 for GTA 6 are the same people that's buying $150 versions of Derrick Rose on 2K.
I mean, at this point, people gonna buy. This is why I say I'm done with that crusade. Is because the top Black Hokage did a video. The top.
I seen that.
Is 2K, Call of Duty, FIFA. Well, Foot Club. They don't call it FIFA no more. So I'm through with it. I'm more so as far as focusing on building up, my platform, my community. Keep building up, helping you build up your Beast We Trust, and just everybody on the team winning and doing our thing, because people can't stay 100. So, and people like drama, people like to be a part of conversations. Stuff they try to accuse us of doing, but they end up doing the same thing. So I just feel like if you care about gaming and stuff like that, I said this the other day on my video. We need to support. We need to support the game, the different games. The people keep saying that, but then they go and they still buy these other games, or they're not championing the games that they claim that they like. They not posting about it all the time. The people that was complaining in Game Pass that they their games ain't selling. Well, you're not putting forth the effort to promote your game. I don't see you posting Hellas every day. I don't see you, like people were saying with Mouse PI. Mouse PI, they hyped their game for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. Every day they was posting something about their game, even before they start showing gameplay. After they showed gameplay, they showed little bits and pieces of gameplay that they didn't show in the trailer or whatever the case may be. They was breaking stuff down. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say that you want.
I see you, Dion. I see you, Dion, playing Belantro. You ain't low.
You can't say you want to support gaming, but you don't go out here and you don't champion, or you don't support your own game. You don't champion these games that you actually like. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to be a part of the conversation, and then after they talk about it, they move on to the next thing. They're not going around telling their friends, "Hey, I play this game or whatever, or check this game out or whatever." They not sharing their physical copies that they got now with their friends to get people to. Oh man, I played Mouse PI, or I played Expedition 33, or I played this game, or I played that game. They not doing that.
I mean, I did with Mouse PI. I was playing the crap out of Mouse PI, and I posted it every day.
No, yeah, I know you did, but I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about for all.
Yeah, I played Expedition 33, and all I can say, it wasn't Game of the Year material.
Oh, so look, because we gotta keep rolling. So talking about Expedition 33, I know Bobby don't got a Switch too. Now there was a report saying that I think Expedition 33 developer, it's not a big studio. Things like 25, 26 people, something like that. They was trying to make a Switch 2 version, and they saying that to port it over to the Switch 2 would be a big challenge. Now I never played Expedition 33. I just heard stories from Bobby. How does it run on PS5, and why would it take that much? Like, isn't it running on Unreal?
Yeah, I believe it's running on Unreal, but it ran fine on PlayStation.
But like, is it that graphically demanding that it couldn't run on it because it ran on Steam Deck as well?
I don't think it's graphically demanding. Like, it's probably got some graphical, like, little things here and there, but nothing that makes you want to stop and go, oh, wow, this is, like, great.
But they probably
It could definitely run on it.
I think they probably have to optimize it, then they have to put it on the.
They probably have to lower the particle effects.
Probably, yeah, because they're gonna have to customize it for thing. But it's such a small studio to be doing that. With only 26, 25 people, something like that. To put it to be on Tegra, the NVIDIA Tegra. Oh yeah, shout out to Apple for taking over the top spot and most valuable company again. By the way, I seen that the other day. NVIDIA is not number one anymore. No, nothing's wrong with the video. I'm just saying that they was number one for a while, and now Apple, reclaimed the spot again because it goes back and forth between those two now.
Oh, you a half Apple head.
I'm not an Apple head. I care less. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care about Apple or none of that. I don't. Steve Jobs is dead, so it ain't the same Apple. It ain't the same Apple, bro. It ain't the revolutionary that I like. I like Steve Jobs. Tim, whatever his name is, I can care less. Yeah, that don't do anything with me. But then all right, so we got that, and then also the Switch 2 beat the GameCube already in the UK. Sales wise, that's to be expected. I mean, that's not even big news. We already knew that was gonna happen. The Switch 1 beat everything, so Switch 2 is gonna beat mostly everything anyway. So not a surprise there. Switch 2 is gonna sell. Nintendo's holding the ground. Nintendo's really the one that's fighting the tariff. They're fighting the company. They're fighting for like they prolonged the price increase for everybody to get their Switch 2s before holiday season. You got to get the Switch 2 before holiday season. Holiday season's going up $50. Not that big of a deal, and they're doing the game. So with that's crazy. I mean, that's really all I have for this week. Besides the was this real and right thing with me and Bobby. I don't even know what game to pick this time. I did say Red Dead, but I'm gonna let Bobby pick the game where he thinks the villain is right.
No, we're gonna need to pick a game that DJ has actually finished, so we don't spoil anything for him.
Oh yeah.
What you talking about?
Nah, so like we do a thing right at the end of the pod where we pick which video game villain was right. So we didn't want to spoil the one for you last week, but what was the game we did, Bobby, last week? Mass Effect. So we didn't want to spoil that for you for Mass Effect. So is there a game in your mind, DJ, where the video game villain was actually right the whole time? Because there's a whole bunch in my head that I could think of. And Elusive Man is one.
I can't think of one off the top of my head. Like,
So since you're playing Halo, do you think the people in Halo are right? The aliens in Halo. The Covenant. Let's talk about the Covenant in Halo because we was talking about earlier. So.
Well, I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna go through. I still gotta go through 3. Because the thing with the Covenant versus the UNSC, I felt like the Covenant is enslaving people, right? Then the Covenant also, they went and they found the flood and all of that. The Covenant wants to rule over the galaxy instead of just living in the harmony. So I would have to say no. Another good game I would say, Manny Clips, what's up? A ton of echo. Okay, let me Luke, let me mute this mic. So I would have to say that maybe Solidus in Metal Gear Solid 2. The only thing I disagree with him is he wanted to use Metal Gear by force, but he was trying to tell everybody, about the Patriots and everything else like that. It's just they wanted to do it by force, and then of course later on, Liquid. Well, not Liquid.
Solidus is the third son.
Yeah. But no, I'm trying to think. Ocelot later on. Ocelot wanted to. I think it's from the game. No, it's not from the game, Luke. Ocelot wanted to. I'm trying to remember. Ocelot wanted to just rule over everything and not give people.
Who? Do you remember who Ocelot's mother was?
No. Unfortunately, DJ, I'm gonna have to cut you off on that one too.
Uh-oh.
Nah, he had pretty much
the sole reason why Ocelot did the whole pretending to be Liquid thing. He wasn't because of the nanites or anything like that. It was because he was still in cahoots with the original boss, and him and the boss were trying to find a way to take out the Laylo and Commander Zero to find out his location of where to find him and where he was hiding, so they can end up pretty much taking him and ending the entire philosophers and everything else like that. So he had to make a big enough distraction to pretty much make it so Big Boss can go and collect Major Zero and the final remnants of the Laylo.
Oh, so that was with the. Okay, so I forgot about that part. But
so what happened to the original Liquid?
He died.
He died. And Fox died.
So he never fused with
That was all just a joke. That was all just a ruse by Ocelot, because he is an actor. Like he really sold the part to make it seem like Liquid was inside of his body and trying to make the second.
What game does Liquid die? First one?
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1.
Okay.
PlayStation 1.
And that was Solid Snake that got him, right?
Like he literally dies.
He dies from Solid Snake though, right? Not Naked Snake?
No, wait.
I said he died, like Solid Snake got him.
Well, no. Yeah, he
Big Boss, which becomes the guy who ends up signing up for the lost. What the hell is that thing called? The lost. The twins. I can't remember the French name for it. The twin program or something like that, which borns Solid Snake and Liquid Snake, and also Solidus Snake, and those three.
All right. So was anybody in the Metal Gear series as a villain wrong or right?
None of them are wrong. Like the sole reason why Ocelot did what he did was literally so the original Big Boss can find the people. So he has a purpose that he was doing, and the purpose was to do that. Well, the sole reason why Solid Snake ends up becoming the way he is because Fox Die works against his genomes and makes him older to the fact that it ages him too fast and rapidly, which is why Naomi pretty much set it up that way, because she wanted to kill off Solid Snake because Solid Snake killed Gray Fox, and she didn't like the fact that the guy who adopted her and looked after her got killed by Solid Snake, or injured by Solid Snake.
All right, y'all want to hear the rest of the? I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. If y'all want to hear the rest of the podcast, come on over there to Twitter or go to EuroBeast's YouTube channel. And because we out, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Yeah, we'll keep it going for a little while longer. This is the last thing. So, I mean, I'm a Metal Gear head, but I know that Bobby knows more than me. So anytime I hear about it, but we're trying to figure out the villain. But we're gonna stick to Metal Gear since we're talking about Metal Gear. I mean, I beat 3 and I beat 4. I think I beat Peace Walker and I beat Portable Ops. Those are the ones I beat. I never beat 1 and I never beat 2. So I don't know. It's disappointing, but I didn't beat 1 because I played just like I'm going through Final Fantasy.
Have you beaten 1 and 2?
Yeah, I beat all of them except the end of Peace Walker because I ran out of resources and couldn't get the guns. And at 5, I beat Ground Zero.
Yeah, I didn't even play Ground Zero, but like a little bit. So.
Well, Grand Zero is just like a prequel
intro. Yeah.
And it's like a small little prequel storyline for $40 back in the day.
Right. So I'm not worried about that. But so like I remember Peace Walker, I remember Portable Ops, I remember 3, and I remember 4. I like 4 a lot, and I like 3 too, but I like 4 a lot.
Yeah, 4 pretty much ended the entire saga. Like the Peace Walker was pretty much like the way before the project even began. Because after Metal Gear 3 is where they took some of his DNA, which had made Solidus, and then a little bit further on, they took more of his DNA, which Eva took on to born the 2 babies, which was Liquid and Solid Snake.
Right. So I gotta replay through 1, but there's the only remake that is out is the one from 3. I remember all through 3. I remember Eva. I remember freaking Russian dude with the electric, and I remember fighting through the freaking what's that dude's name? Sorrow. I hated that fight.
Yeah, but Soros is pretty easy. Like that one is the more.
Oh, hold on, Dion wanna hop on here.
The less enemies you kill, the less you will actually have.
But
going through the river.
But I didn't know that back in the day playing through it on PS2, Bobby, when I was like 10 years old. I didn't know. Go ahead, Dion.
Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing today?
Hello. Great.
We regular. What's up, Dion?
So, I just want to chime in. I usually don't talk, but I was like, you know what? Let's just talk. To piggyback, is it okay to go backwards or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
The whole digital thing, I do find this funny how, people are complaining about digital, but yet Grand Theft Auto and Black Ops 1 and 2 Remastered is one of the top games ever. So I find it funny. I thought everyone hates digital, but they're still buying these games. So is this more performative or, because it's Twitter? Because, they say Twitter's not a real place. So, are they just doing this to get the clicks and the engagement? But, behind the scenes, they're hyped to get the games.
Oh, you know the answer to that already.
Yeah.
You know the answer to that already. But see, the thing is, and I know DJ got something to say about that. It's not about whether they post these things. See, now I'm gonna be honest with you. They post these things to make to sound cool and to be in a certain stratosphere where certain people are being cahoots with certain people, right? And then they get their clout or whatever from that. Deep down inside, they know they're gonna buy that shit. They're gonna go buy that game. They're gonna go buy that game. They're gonna be playing the game and all of that. Now, do they feel like physical needs to go? No, they don't feel like physical needs to go. They'll fight that part, but deep down inside, they still gonna buy all that stuff anyway. Go ahead, DJ.
I mean, with me, I'm just a person that looks at the whole situation, and I look and see that people are actually, I ain't gonna say keeping it real, but I will say if people
genuine.
I look at it like this. It's not even like that. It's not even genuine. It's just we looking at we have a problem here that unless we get everybody else on the outside who's casual, they don't seem to care. Like we just got to talk. You were just saying earlier about what was happening in your area. More people right now, they care about what's going on with their job, what's going on with their families, what's going on with their health. People really ain't caring about these game consoles like that. It's so much of the real things that's going on in the world right now that most people, not saying that I don't, because I feel like, look, fight the good fight. I'm always gonna tell as a Christian brother, as a person that stands on his morals and principles, fight the good fight. If you feel compelled, you being led by the Spirit to fight the good fight, fight the good fight. But I think once B said that a couple weeks ago, it had me thinking, like, you know what? It's too late. Everybody already, drank the Kool-Aid. Everybody already sipped the juice. So they've been grooming us and easing us on down the road. Everything else is digital. We got Spotify. We got
Apple Music,
we got YouTube,
Netflix, Hulu.
all of that, right? Now, we still got the option because they still make the Blu-ray players independent of these consoles. But they've been wanting to do this for a while. And because PC, their justification is PC, but Sony is going to have to, they're either going to pay the fine to where they can stay digital, but they're going to probably argue, hey, if you buy a game on your phone, right, and say, unless that company allows you to sync your account or whatever, right, then guess what? You're going to have to buy that app again if you decide to get another phone. You decide to go from Apple to Android. Y'all don't make them do that. Now, I can see where they can have fair pricing, but
They got that dynamic pricing now.
and that's what they're gonna argue.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
They're gonna argue, hey, for the people who buy more games, we're gonna give them discounts. We're gonna give them, and we're gonna have sales and all that. So people, they're gonna figure out a way to make it happen.
Oh, we got Trip in the house.
Just like Paramount, right now, is fighting to get their Warner Brothers merger. Now I don't know if they're gonna win that, but they still fighting. So everybody got to fight. So I don't think it's just we drank the Kool-Aid for so long that now that the cup is empty, now people want to revolt.
Mm-hmm. All right, come up. Hold on, Dion. Trip. I know you wanted to speak, and then we get Dion in here. Go ahead, Trip.
What's up?
What up?
What are y'all talking about? I just got here.
We're talking about the all digital future. We're talking about the fact that it's too late to even try to fight against the physical digital thing. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're talking about. Dion, you can come out here too. Come on.
What was I gonna say? Damn it! Hold on.
Yeah, he drinking the Kool-Aid right now too.
Oh, that's it. Thank you. Okay, all right. So look. This is just my opinion. I'm not trying to offend anyone. This is just my opinion. If digital was such a big problem, why is digital the majority of? And look, I'm not a numbers guy. I could care less about any of this. I just get my games, play my games, call it a day, upload my highlights, and call it a day. But since this has been a big topic everywhere, and everyone's having this, some of them are fake outcrying. If digital was always a problem, why is digital outselling physical? It must not be that much of a problem because people are doing digital.
Convenience.
The thing with that, Dion, is that they have been shortened up because Capcom actually came out with their numbers and they said, okay, it was 90% digital, but 60% of it was on PC. So
they finesse the numbers. They finesse it.
Yeah. So
look, they know people like their mods, and they know that a lot of the Resident Evil characters are very sexual, so they're like, oh, they want to do what with Leon?
Not Leon, the villager vampire thing.
Villagers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the girls be making it with Dion and then chicken
The shirtless mod, the shirtless mod. For
You know what's so funny about that? To be honest with you, when I did have a PC, I never even used those type of mods. I was modding my wrestling games and my sports games that have real arenas and real advertisements.
Yeah, but most people are pretty much modding Skyrim. That's the one that I know that people mod the most.
Yeah, Skyrim, yep.
Oh yeah, they be in there going up with them too.
And
But-
having Skyrim babies.
But to answer your question, Dion, is like I said again, they've been forcing this on us, and I said it a lot, like a couple pods ago. I don't know if you was there for that. Yeah, by the way, we're a pod that doesn't we don't judge, and we're not doing anything. I don't care what your idea is. I know that post came out a couple of days ago or whatever. We don't do that. We keep it real over here, and we talk about how we feel. We respect everybody's opinion. I don't care what opinion you got, right? It can be 110% towards me. I don't care. Love you regardless. Anyways, to answer your question again, the reason why digital games outsell physical games is because, like I said, they've been pressuring us since PS3. PSP Go was the first one for me that started the digital. And the fact that I had a portable system that used this, and the disk drive would burn out, and then or the CD would get scratched, and you had a physical. It pushed me to buy a lot of the games digital on PSP, right? On PS3, it wasn't exactly the same until later on down the line. I didn't have to. This is when I was a kid, so mind you, I was a kid at the time. I didn't have to ask my mom or my grandpa to be like, "Yo, can you take me to GameStop so I can go get this game?" I used to just go on there and be like, "Look, I have money on my card. I'm just gonna buy the game digital." Right? Some games were available digital. I don't think every single game at that moment was available digital. Right? It's a convenience factor. I don't have to go to the store. I have enough space on my hard drive. I don't need a CD. I don't gotta worry about my CD drive going out. This is back in PS3 day. Now PS4 then took it to a whole nother level where the store had everything day one digital, right? When you used to go buy the games in the store, GameStop had a sale. If you traded in your games, you can get the new game, whatever. But online started doing the same thing. You didn't trade in your games, but the game they will always release a sale, kind of like what PC does. Steam always has games on sale. What does PlayStation have on sale all the time? They have summer sales. They have August sales. They have freaking World Cup sales. They have everything.
They just recently started that recently. Remember before they used to have just like.
I mean, they always had sales though, and okay, maybe they didn't do it by season right away, but they started doing it for a while, and I always used to see like
since the last month or a couple months back though.
Yeah,
That's
but
when these new sales are happening now.
All I remember is this though, Bobby. I used to buy a game.
They're trying really hard to push digital sales quickly.
Yeah, so
every month there's a new sale.
a lot of people will go and buy those games digitally, and then they started. So another thing they did, Dion, was okay. You brought this game digitally. Here's some points that you could go spend on another game. They wouldn't give you but like $5 or $3 or $1. But guess what? You buy more more digital games. Those points add up. Guess what? Guess where you're buying your next game at? Digital. You're gonna buy it on the store because you got points on the store already. You're already roped in. You're already in the loop. This is the same thing that
they should have done. Yeah, they should have had that actually working for everybody.
they did. I mean, but for you it didn't work. For you it didn't work.
They didn't do absolutely bananas for me because like I picked up Spider-Man, I picked up all those other games, and I picked up the Spider-Man 2 and some other ones, and Ghost of Tsushima, and didn't get points for any of those.
I got points for each and every one of those things, and you know, and then there was like certain things that you can do, certain trophies that you can get. I know Bobby's gonna say something, but there's certain trophies that you can get. Xbox had one too, and Nintendo had one as well. They all had their own, and Nintendo still got it. They call it the gold points. And the gold points, they give you basically games. They got the platinum points for whatever random shit. Either way, that they molded you into a person that always needed, kind of like how Apple does. And DJ brought that point up the other day. You're not gonna go get an Android phone after having an Apple phone and go re-download all your apps you paid for and all your subscription you did on Apple. on your Android phone. You're locked in on iPhone. Once iMessages came out, it was a wrap. I'm not going to tell you why I stuck with iPhone because it's a little crazy and it's not PG rated PG. But
I know why.
hey, all right. Well, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. But that was back in the day. That's high school days we're talking about. We're not talking about right now. But they lock you into it. You can't do anything about it. There's no point. I mean, I have an Android phone too. I have both. But they had to implement something on the Android side in order to get clearer pictures on the iPhone side. If you send your iPhone pictures to your Android, it used to not be clear because there was no iMessage. They fixed that, so that would be a better thing, and I probably would be on Android. But whatever. Either way, go ahead, DJ.
No, I mean, it's where we at now. Like I said, where we at now. Where we at now with it is just people are gonna have to decide what's more important to them. Are they gonna continue to game or are they gonna stop? It's just as simple.
They're never gonna stop.
No, it's people I believe that, like I said earlier, that are going to stop gaming. That are going to. They're going to change up or they're going to stop playing because they feel like, well, I've been cheated. I'm going to just play what I got.
Some people might feel that way, but that's not the majority because guess what? Are the same people that like my dad loved to buy Blu-ray movies and DVDs, right? We had stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of DVDs and Blu-rays. You think he's stopping watching movies? No. You think the person that loves music and he used to like to have all the albums and show it all off on and put it on the wall and he stopped listening to music? No.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna still have what's the word I'm looking for? They're still gonna have that stuff, bro. They're gonna have movies and music. Gaming.
They're gonna still have their PS2s and PS3s and PS4s that can play games digital.
But what I'm saying is, it's different because you're taking away the option for people to be able to go and play these games.
Not on the old systems though, DJ. If they want to go play that stuff that they had before, they could.
But it's the thing though. It's still what's the word I'm looking for? It's still all bad because I don't have.
You have no control over the company, and they can take it away from you at a whim if they want to. But the old stuff is not gonna last either.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's still you're taking away physical from gaming, where everything else has basically you still have an option to go get it elsewhere. So
Hey, you still got the option. Go buy a Switch and go play it on a cartridge. If you really care about physical games, everybody like they was doing on Twitter, drop everything, go on Twitter. I mean, go get a Switch and then go buy the game digital if it's on there. I mean, physical if it's on there. I mean, I'm not trying to fight it. I would rather have physical all day. I just don't see the purpose in no more. Because even if you got the game physical, it don't matter. Because you can have the game physical and it still got the online shit you gotta deal with.
On the Jumbotron about digital, that just got posted.
82% of the sales are now digital.
So so I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. So
yeah, that means that there's more people buying digitals on that summer sale than people are letting on.
Yeah, they full of shit. It ain't.
This is all performance. I think they're all legit people. They're all upset, and I respect them, but I think they're like less than 10%.
Nah, but like I said, DJ's right because you're gonna take away the option from people, and you are gonna take away the option from people. But the thing is about you taking away the options from people is the fact that everybody who's going against digital, they didn't buy every game that they own right now physical. So that's my thing. Hold on, Trip. Do you want to say something about that? I know you're a physical dude.
Man, I really don't care, honestly.
You say you don't care if it's digital or physical anymore?
Nah, man, it is what it is. Whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I prefer physical, but hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Dude.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to happen eventually.
Yep.
Everything goes the way of the dodo.
But the only one thing I would say is once that monopoly thing comes in place where they control all the prices for all the games on PlayStation or Xbox or Nintendo, and then everybody, that's when they're gonna have to be forced to have another option. Now we don't know what that another option is gonna be.
But
Yeah.
if that happens, they're going to get sued out the butt by other, like Apple was, and they're going to have to end up changing it or like moving around because Apple didn't win that lawsuit.
I know, but that's exactly what DJ's talking about. That part is going to be the problem right there.
It's that pricing that they. Sorry, the competitive pricing that they have.
At the very least, I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna have physical, but which is what they should have did in the beginning, is just say, look, we're gonna have a certain amount of disk drives a year. When they're gone, they're gone. Then we're gonna have a certain amount of discs, just like with Mortal Shell. You get them, and when they gone, they gone. That's how you solve that problem.
Speaking of Mortal Shell, like if that Mortal Shell 2 goes to Game Pass or goes to PlayStation Plus a month after it comes out again, I'm gonna kick that developer in the butt.
Well, the first Mortal Shell didn't really sell that good. They put it on what's the name?
Yeah, I bought it for $30 when it first came out, and then like literally a month after I bought it, it went to PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, because it flopped. That's why they put it on. See, that's what I be trying to. That's what I'm saying. They put it out there. People start playing it. Then they put this time they put the demo out. Same thing with Valor Mortis.
Yeah, but it's only on Steam though.
I mean, but the point I'm making is they put it out. It's out. People played it on PlayStation Plus and Xbox Series X. More people, just like Hellblade 2. People, they didn't go and run and go buy that. But it's the first one. It was on PlayStation Plus. I think everybody played it. And then, the second one came, it did okay, but not enough to where Xbox can keep it. And so that's kind of where
that brings up a good point too, actually. And this is how we're gonna end this pod, right? Companies so I'm gonna say this real quick. Nintendo, right, is a primary example on how to run their game company. Metroid don't sell well. No, hold up. Metroid don't sell well. Metroid is just an option to diversify their gaming library. Same thing with Bayonetta. Bayonetta does not sell well, right? They're willing to take chances on these games and to diversify. Like, look, listen, we don't just have Mario and Pokemon and whatever. We also have these games too. Where PlayStation messes up big time. And I wouldn't even say Xbox, because Xbox got a lot of stuff too. What I say with PlayStation is they will go and make a game like Conquest, spend $300 million just to cancel the shit, and then make Last of Us to cancel they shit, and then be like, well, guess what? We gotta wait for Intergalactic, and then now we're gonna refund everybody. Instead of letting that shit just grow naturally, right? You already spent the money on it. Let that be a game that you got that nobody else got to diversify your gaming library. That's not Sony's motto, like how it used to be back on PS2, PS3. PS3 had no choice to do that because they had to catch up. PS4, they did it because they was already behind. They didn't want to lose a generation. Now PS5 is out. They don't give a damn. They don't.
But for Concord, dude, I think the sole reason why PlayStation cut it was because they felt like it was probably going to be more of a loss than anything. So they figured they might as well get rid of it as fast as possible.
because they spend so much money on marketing and also having a different developer who makes like films and stuff work on a little indie film on Amazon Prime or wherever that show was.
1 second, Dion. But Bobby, this is what I'm saying. Because Nintendo, remember, Bayonetta 1 came out on Xbox, Switch, and PS3. It came out on everything. Nobody else wanted to take that franchise, right? Nintendo started giving the money and stuff for that. And you see how that blew up to games that we actually like. Some people will buy Switch just to play Bayonetta 2 and 3 because it's not on anything else. Go ahead, Dion.
I think Conquer, and that was one of my favorite games. I enjoyed it. I think it failed because it just showed there was so much hate within the LGBTQ plus community because of the trans character. Because I'd be honest with you, if they didn't
that ain't why they think.
That's not why. That's not why, Dion.
No,
that is.
No, I saw a lot of hate on it.
No, but it was people was burnt out because you already had
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yeah, but come on, okay.
It just wasn't.
I
mean that plays a factor into it, Dion, but that's not. The thing was, you had Marvel Rivals coming out like 2-3 months after or 2-3 months before. It's the same thing that happened when Overwatch came out and 2K had put out. I forgot the name of that game that the Borderlands people put out, and it only lasted.
Tiny Tina.
Wonderland, or it was called.
No, not Tiny Tina Wonderland. Because Tiny Tina Wonderland, that's not a hero shooter. That's more like.
That's Borderlands. It's Borderlands.
Yeah, that's a side story. It was another.
Well, he said 2K, so that popped in my head.
No, but they had another one that they did that was a hero shooter, and then you had Lawbreakers from Cliff ED, and that was
Nah, but Dion's right about the part that it played a part, because but it didn't play a part in terms of why they got rid of it. Because there's other games that LTB stuff like Last of Us 2, cough cough, that caused a lot of stuff, but it's still a successful game. It wasn't the fact that the LTB thing and that
people hate Sweet Baby Inc.
Yeah, they just
working with Wolverine. People probably will try to boycott Wolverine as well.
Yeah, it's just a fact that Sony they wanted it to be like the most. Sony wanted it to be like, okay, Fortnite day one. Okay, it's a new game. Oh my god, we gotta play. It has to be the next Overwatch. That brings unlimited amount of money to them ASAP immediately, and they wanted that immediate return. That wasn't going to be the case. It's a new IP, it's a new franchise. It's not something that nobody ever played before. Yeah, it played like Overwatch. It was. I like the game and the lore better than Overwatch. But the fact is, they gave up on it. That could have been a nice little game they had on their belt, and they could have like bundled it in with Helldivers. They could have, just like DJ been saying it for a long time, that they would have kept that game going, and then the same thing with The Last of Us. They could have had 3 online games that would have brought in 3 different or multiple people playing. Okay, I want to play Last of Us online. I want to play Concord. I want to play Helldivers. They could have had that all. They decided to take the L on the bread.
12 or 13 games. Wasn't that like 12 or 13 games?
And then Spider-Man one too. The Spider-Man one would have went too.
Yeah, they would have had all these live service games, and then multiple people playing all these live service games and possibly enjoying it, and they could have grown. That's something that a live service game does. It grows. It doesn't just day one hit. It has to grow.
Enough time to actually if we ain't got on marathon yet. We need to get on marathon. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
He said, "Wink, wink, nudge, nudge." Anybody here got marathon?
I got marathon.
I got it.
You guys like it? Besides, Trip, you like it?
It's pretty solid.
Dion, you got marathon?
No, I don't have it.
Okay. Well, we got it. All right, and then I gotta get it for Bobby. Don't even say it. We can go and play marathon. Hey, listen, man, listen. I knew that was coming up. But so we gotta get on it. I told you already. I be busy, man. So I haven't even been on. I just took my PlayStation out, and I had to call Sony and all that stuff to get everything set up with the password and everything. Because remember, I game shared with what's his face. Yeah, and then something happened with that, and I didn't understand what was going on. Password change. Well, anyways, I'm not getting into that. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna go and get this master tier real quick. And Pokemon Dion, I changed my team up. I won like 6 in a row before I started coming on here, and then before I even started the Fortnite stream, I won like 6 in a row. I'm gonna get master tier. Then I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 8 and I'm gonna crash out because I got work tomorrow late. You guys follow me. Anybody listening right now, I know that a lot of people came through the podcast that I never expected to come on here. They on YouTube, they on I see all the different things here. Appreciate anybody for coming. I know that you guys are new. Hey, listen, every Thursday we're here. DJ's here, Tripper's here, Bobby's here. You guys go to all they, and Dion too. You guys go look at all their content. They all got different content. Everybody posting something different, especially me. I'm on all day long posting different content. Even in my sleep, I'm thinking about content. YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, you're a beast on everything. I'm sticking to the 5 games that I'm playing right now, which is Metro Last Light, Hollow Knight, Fortnite, Pokemon Champions, and then what's the other one? Final Fantasy 8. Yeah, I'm only sticking to those right now. I'm not playing really anything else until I beat one of those. But Marathon will be something that I could throw in there too, because we trying to save Marathon. Hopefully that save some other stuff. Wink, wink, cough, cough. Over there. But you guys, anybody want to do the outro? Go ahead.
Still long team forever, ever strong. Appreciate you, Beast. Real quick. Beast of Biz podcast is gonna come back next week. I'm gonna give it a test run. So Beast, Bobby, if y'all want to come on, probably be next Saturday. So y'all, y'all.
As a good stream as always, and we'll have a good time.
There you go. And you guys go look at Trip stuff, because I like Trips. I like be looking at Trip's videos too. His videos be funny. He make me laugh. He made me laugh at whatever one he was like singing, talking about song. He wanted bear screaming at the top of his lungs on Assassin's Creed. That was funny. That was funny. I actually like that. I actually might have to save that video and save that sound and use it towards something down the line funny. There you go. All right, guys. We appreciate you, Dion, too. Let's get it. I'm about to go play this game. Peace. All right. God damn it. All right, people. Same thing on YouTube. We're out. We did the pod. We did the thing. So we're out now. And I gave y'all 2.5 hours. So peace to y'all too.